Alright, let's keep on keeping on, motherfucker. Let's cook, let's ride. It looks like there's another camp over here. Let's get rid of it. Like I said, after I kill that camp, after I eradicate all the fools in that camp, I was gonna actually start talking about something on my mind. So now I can do that. Except I need to take my allergy medicine. 'Cause my nose is bothering me, dude. I thought I was gonna sneeze for like a solid 20 minutes and I just didn't. Alright. Okay, guys. You guys want to see something sick? You guys want to see something really fucking putrid? He caught something. It was me! So here's something I want to vent about. I finished my Destiny video on my main channel. It's a really big video. It was 50 minutes long. And I was very proud of it. It's personal, and I think it resonated with a lot of people. I really like how it ended up. I'm very proud of it, and the cinematography in it, and all the... There was a lot of like IRL shooting and stuff that I had to do that I have never really done before. And I submitted it for the movie of the week, which is a thing that Bungie does every week where they they'll pick one community made video and that will, or sometimes they pick a couple of them, and that will be they win like an award in the game, like an emblem or something. Or something as if it's... No, yeah, they win an emblem. And I've always wanted that emblem because I love making videos and I love Destiny, and I think it would be really cool to win an award for that, because I've never gotten an award in my life. Which is really fucking sad, Pardonius, but it's because I never really applied myself to anything to really get an award for it. Like, I never deserved an award, so I never got one. It really is just that simple. And, so I wanted to try and work towards this. So I worked on this video for way over a year. I started writing it in 2019, and life got a hold of it and kind of made it its bitch. And so it took a very different path than what I was expecting when it comes to like the message and everything like that in the video, or in this short film rather. And I submitted it and it got denied from being even nominated, and I was like, what did I do? And I didn't break any of the rules. I kept it PG-13. I never cussed in it. I never made any adult jokes. This is my first video where I didn't do that. I kept it very like neutral. I praised the game when I wanted to. I used the game solely as the main character of the video instead of it being like me. I don't know. I did a lot of things that were in line with... I didn't break any copyright laws or anything like that. Like, I was so consistent, persistent, consistent, and I didn't bring anybody else down. It was all my own. It was solely my own. Like, I don't know why it got denied. But then I was, looking at some of the other submissions that did get nominated for Movie of the Week. And there's someone who made a video that was mocking political violence. And that got nominated for Movie of the Week. And he says, fuck. It's a 30-second unedited clip of this kid mocking political violence, which, you know what, political violence is kind of funny, and I think we should normalize making jokes about it. That's just me. I don't think we should normalize doing it, but I think when it does happen, what the fuck else are you gonna do? We should make jokes about it, freedom of speech and all that, right, guys? Why are we gonna draw the line there? But this is a company that's very specific in their TOS, very specific in pointing out what's allowed and what's not, especially for this contest. And one of the biggest indicators, and one of the biggest things that they do when you're submitting a video for Movie of the Week is that it has to be within their guidelines. It has to be within their TOS, and this breaks their TOS, but it's nominated, and it's low effort, and it's garbage, and it's by an unfunny teenager. So I'm like confused. If I'm like crazy? And then it just like did poorly, like view-wise and stuff. It got like 2,000 views, which I knew it wasn't gonna do that well. I'm not that butthurt over it. I don't really give that much of a shit anymore about like views and all that. Like, just so long as some people enjoyed it, it makes me happy. But what does make me butthurt is the fact that this is something that I worked on for years. And it is overshadowed by these 30-second clips that break the terms of service. And if you really want to stretch it, break the law. I'm kidding, they don't break the law, but they break the terms of service. It's wild. But yeah, that's kind of been upsetting recently. And I've been working on my next WoW videos, which is the Cataclysm series. And that hasn't been fun whatsoever. Just because of these like very awkward situations I find myself in, and people on my server are starting to like know who I am. They don't know like of me, but they've like heard of me on my server, and they don't like me, which I don't, you know, deserve to be liked just because you know of me, right? But it puts me at a disadvantage because, like, here's an example. I was doing ZA Zulaman, the heroic dungeon in Cataclysm Classic, around the time that like those came out in obviously Classic. And I was doing that shit, and also, what did I just put on? Oh, that's really good. Okay, never mind. We're fine. It's very tanky, but it's whatever. The tank realized who I was, and then started attacking me in my whispers. and then held up the entire group when there was 1 minute left on the clock at the top before the sacrifice happens. And then he ran away from the group and like started pulling mobs and shit like away from everyone and died, and everyone was like, what the fuck are you doing? And he was like, fuck kosher and his cringe roleplay vids. And it's like, why are you ruining it for everyone else? Just because you don't like me. Right? Like, he also ninja looted a spell dagger away from me, which, fine, that's whatever. Like, I just bought a sword cane off the auction house a couple days later, so I really don't give a shit. But he was very upset at my presence, and he ruined it for everyone, because I think there was another person in that group who could have used that spell dagger for their off spec, and they said that. They asked before they needed, like, hey, is it okay if I need this for my off spec? It was crazy. And I have to do Firelands. And I'd have to do a GDKP because all the raiding guilds are fucking shit. And my guild fell apart. That's what's really upsetting to me. My guild fell apart. And I don't know what to do about that. Ooh, look at that. It's a huge upgrade. Synergy. It's not my guild, but it's the guild that I was a part of. Fell apart. Bredonius. And that's upsetting. These all do the same thing. Okay. Let me get that sour goat cheese.
You be careful, man.
Those sour goat cheeks. So I'd have to do a GDKP, which pisses people off because they have no critical thinking skills. This is a very pretty shot. My voice cracked. It's a very pretty shot. Let me turn off all names. There we go. Dude, look at that. This is fucking beautiful. I love this game so much. Like, look at that. Look at this field. Wow. Like, it's so pretty. Alright. So yeah, working on those videos has been very stressful. And then the reaction from like Bungie regarding my video has been very upsetting. But what the fuck you gonna do?